Can black people get along together? I do believe that we can accomplish that if we really put our mind and our hearts to it. We see that out of every era, we have a movement that speak for us, that speak probably for a small community. Now we have the Black Lives Matter movement. And what saddens me sometimes is the fact that we wait until maybe the racist police officers kill one of ours, and then we break out into outrage. And sometimes we use even that moment to do different things sometimes, like to break down even your own community, light your community fire, and even different things happen like theft and burglary and all that take place within that time. But we're looking at it and we see the same thing happens when the gun is not fired by a white police officer or a white individual, but a lot of time the gun fired by us towards our own selves. No one get disturbed by that. No one campaign for that. No one march for that. No one come out and say enough of our innocent black blood are being shedding every day. We take, for example, in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, and every day you listen the news or you see probably different posts, you see where someone have been killed. Gone the days where in the Caribbean, older people, such as the grandparents and the elders, used to be protected by the community. Children used to be protected highly by the community. Now, they're raping the old people, they're robbing the old people, they're now raping the kids, killing the kids. So I'm simply saying, how comes these are not outraged by us? Where is our own campaign and our own movement against these atrocities that are done by our own people? But we can outrage when it comes to another man turning his gun towards us. So why are we playing blind eye towards those major things that we are implicating against our own self? We said we want to have our own black business and maybe our black school and our own black banks and stuff like that, when we don't even see eye to eye on certain kind of fundamental things. So how you think they're going to trust to put their money into those black banks? How are they going to trust enough to come to your own shop and purchase with their own money into your own business when no one of us trusts each other anymore? If you was to come out tomorrow and make maybe a trainer, you call it trainers, whatever you want to call the name, maybe the black individual would say, no, I'd rather go and buy myself a Michael Jordan or another fancy name, maybe Nike Air or Reebok or something, but they would ignore this one because since it's not necessarily a classical or a typical brand, so we will ignore that and bring our money somewhere else into a more well-established organization. If it's for clothing as well, we go elsewhere with our own money to spend it elsewhere because we're simply saying either they're pricing their money, their price tag is markup is too high on their clothing, so might as well we go elsewhere. But you wouldn't go to probably Louis Vuitton and question their price tag. You wouldn't do that. A lot of time, even most of the highest markup price item doesn't have even a price tag on that. Few months ago, me and my wife went to Paris, so we went into Louis Vuitton, the headquarters itself, and we sat there. Well, I sat there and looking and thinking like, shit, most of the higher end brand doesn't have a price tag, but people would still go and buy it without any questioning. But we now, black folks, we would decide to question the integrity of like, why you're gonna put this for $5 when I can get it over there for $4.50? So we argue the difference of 50 cents or 50 pence. We do the same thing as well. We don't take pride into our community. You look around the world now. I live in London, and I was saying to my friend the other day, we're looking for a prominent middle-class black community here in London. There's none. You maybe go into the state as well. Name one prominent black, upper middle-class black community that are there for us. Go into Canada. Go anywhere that we reside as blacks. Go back into the Caribbean. We're not talking about Africa as the continent. We're not talking about the West. Where is those prominent black middle class upper community for us? Yes, if you go in Jamaica and stuff like in the Caribbean, yes, you're gonna have those middle class community which are literally isolated from the public or from the population. And then you're left now with poverty. You're left now again with ghettos. And most of our people now are falling into the trap of living in ghettos. Poor education, poor food, poor health, poor everything. Hence now we have poor attitude. So how are we going to get along if we're so disconnected in a lot of things? We have to sort of see few fundamental things eye to eye. We have to go back to the days when it was okay to protect our elders. It was okay to protect our kids. Not okay now to rape them, to kill them, to rob them, and then you throw them over bush. How can this be? How can we reach a nation where we don't respect our elders anymore? So the question still stands, can we get along as black people? I do believe that we can do it. But how much work are we willing to put in? We should not wait until something happens from another race of people for us to get upset and get mad about things which are happening daily with us. So we have to sort of change things for our own self and stop waiting for some other nation or alien or God to do for us. There is stuff that we have to do for our own self. They are doing what it takes to do for themselves. So why are we sitting back waiting for some hands, some mystical hands to help us? I don't see any mystical hand helping them. So why are we waiting for mystical hands? We always have this savior syndrome. We're waiting for some saviors to pop out of the sky to go poof, come and help us. We have to do what it takes to take care of our own self, protect our own self. But we ain't doing that. So this is my own video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below about how we're living as blacks in the West. Not just in Africa, but in the West. What are we doing to change that? Leave a comment below. Peace.